Hi, welcome back to my channel. This video is the first in a 3-part series on my MicroStation build, starting from a 3D model. On this channel, I share my passion for building furniture, from designing 3D models to creating projects in my small garage shop. If this sounds like your kind of thing, please subscribe and hit the like button to support more content like this. Alright, let's get to the build. We are going to start by breaking down a couple of 2x4s to their final dimensions. The plan, including the cut list, is available in the description section of this video. For beginners out there, always make sure your cuts are squared to avoid surprises during assembly. Now that our 2x4s are cut, we will make the vertical components or legs of the table. To do this, take two pieces of the same length, 32.5 inches in this case. Create an offset of 3.5 inches, apply glue and secure them with 2.5-inch screws. This offset will allow us to connect the top and bottom structures of the table. It will make more sense when we get there, so just hang tight. Next, we will drill pocket holes into the stretchers and braces for assembling both the top and bottom structures of the table. Be sure to drill extra pocket holes in the top structure only, so we can fasten the tabletop to the frame later. With the pocket holes ready, we can assemble both the top and bottom table structures using 2.5-inch pocket screws. I'll start with the top structure followed by the bottom. Now we will create the frame by using the legs to connect the top and bottom structures. I use 2.5-inch construction screws for this step, and make sure the pocket holes in the top structure face the right direction. Remember that 3.5-inch offset we made earlier? This is where it comes into play, giving us space to connect the top and bottom structures smoothly. I'm assembling the left and right sides separately. With the left and right miter station frames ready, we will connect them with a support piece that will hold the miter saw. This support piece is made from 2x4s and has extra pocket holes drilled in so we can secure the tabletop later. After that, I add leveling feet to the miter station. With that done, let's move on to the tabletop. Here, I rip and break down a 3/4 inch MDF sheet for the top, using a new Craig track saw I recently got. It made handling this heavy MDF sheet a lot easier. For the second layer of the tabletop, I used a 3/4 inch plywood from an old cabinet that came with its garage. Since I'm planning to get rid of that cabinet, I figured I'd repurpose it for the miter station. Before attaching the tabletops, I gave the frame a good sanding to ensure the top sits flush. Now, we will attach the first layer of the tabletop to the frame using pocket screws. Remember those extra pocket holes we drilled in the top structure? This is where they come in handy. For the second layer, I will glue it to the first, using a few screws and clamps to keep it secure until the glue dries. The next day, once the glue was dry, I removed the screws, gave the tabletop a thorough sanding, and routed the edges flush. Next, I cut some maple trim to cover the exposed MDF edges. I used my metabo nail gun to fasten the trim, leaving it slightly proud of the tabletop so I could sand it flush. With the tabletop ready, I break down some laminate to finish the tabletop of the miter station. I love laminate surfaces. They make cleanup easy, especially for dry glue, and provide a smooth and durable work surface. I apply contact cement to both the laminate and the miter station cups. Waited about 20 minutes. Applied a second coat, then waited another 20 minutes. Once the second coat dried, I used dowels and a floor roller to carefully position and attach the laminate. The dowels help prevent the surfaces from sticking prematurely, so I can align the laminate precisely. Working from the center out, I remove the dowels one by one to get an even finish. After trimming the excess laminate and rounding off the corners with a router, I'm ready to install the miter saw onto the miter station. And that wraps up the first part of the miter station build. In the next video, we are going to build some cabinets and some drawers for the miter station. If you enjoyed this video, chances are that you would like some of my other contents too. So click on the card here to watch more videos. Until next time, bye for now.